At the request of Bobby-kun, I'm here to scream at this game because it is physically painful for me to watch. So I watched for like 10 minutes or something, and then I got really mad, and then I had to stop watching it. And the part I was really mad about was the part where I wasted my evening staying up late to watch this, even though I really wish I hadn't. So I'll keep it on like this. I'm going to turn off the time controls because I don't want to see when this game ends. I want to be able to guess when this game ends. So here on the blue team we have, let's see if these keyboard controls work. White, Irelia, the Wang playing Karthus jungle, L9 Caps playing Yasuo, trying to beat Claps, Dog Walk, and Bobby-kun, who is AFK. And currently we have Renekton. Top, we have Rengar, Kyle. Kyle was an accent because he's a special Kyle. We have Never Sleeping because why would you sleep? Sleep is sort of weak. We have Chaos Homeostasis, which is a really edgy biologist, maybe. And Gibson, who got really chunked by something. I'm assuming it's either, I'm assuming it's a Yasuo mid, right? Where's the Draven gone? Yeah, the Draven's gone jungle. I'm sure he was chunked out by the Yasuo. L9 Caps putting it in. So I didn't actually watch the early game yet. I just know that this game made me scream by the end, but I've yet to have any context on how the start of the game was. So I just turn on direct to camera, so I don't have to move the camera much unless something really catches my eye. And we'll just see how this unfolds. So there's going to be a fight in bottom. Good. Everything's going well. And the camera snaps to top. Cool, cool. IRL's trading pretty favorably against Renekton. Yeah, Renekton's started Q, which means he can't stun her back. So he just takes a huge chunk of his health and she's going to push him in. Really, really good trade there. And Caps is still farming mid. Caps is actually pushing up quite heavily. I wonder if that's going to bite him. And bottom lane we do have Draven, who's really trying to not die here. If he doesn't die, he can actually snowball this. This is a pretty volatile lane. If he snowballs on Kai'Sa, then he can end the game through bot. But obviously I know he didn't end the game through bot. But hey, that was a pretty good trade actually. Hey, bring the camera back. See, Chaos Homeostasis there got really, really beat up by that one trade. Just because the Draven threw a few axes into her. Meanwhile, going back top lane, we have Voice trading against Renekton. Her HP bar isn't looking as hot as it was before. But, hey, what happened here? Caps is losing a lot of health. Let's rewind a little bit. What happened mid? So he's super pushed up. And here comes an Alistar from the bottom. He's level 1. So all he did was this, because he ganked at level 1. So basically he just saw Kai'Sa getting chunked out and be like, oh screw this lane's hopeless already. I'm level 1, let's gank mid. And he hits 2 off that minion, flash power rise and the headbutt, first blood. Alistar actually steals the first blood away from Yasuo. They do get a trade kill back on the Alistar, but that went on to the jungler. So now Caps is dead. So we've officially established that this cannot be Claps. This guy is now L9 Craps for the rest of the game. Oh, and here we go. There's a question mark ping that immediately followed that kill. I wonder why. Let's see this. So there's going to be a tower dive. Cool, cool, cool. Kai'Sa healed. She's still alive. And that was the ignite coming out from Lulu taking the kill. I guess the Draven was question marking, being like, why'd you take my kill? I needed that kill to stack. Although to be honest, the only incorrect part about that was igniting a bit too late, maybe. But I don't honestly see why you wouldn't ignite to secure the kill. She was surviving a lot longer than she needed to under tower. Any longer than the dive would have gone pretty badly. Ignite to grab the kill doesn't seem awful. It's just a bit too late. Like first take kill on the ignite. It was pretty BM, more BM than anything really. Top lane is gonna reset, RL's gonna TP back. And yeah, so it's gonna dance it out with LeBlanc mid. He's actually level 3 and he whipped Tornado. He should be trying to get out. I don't think he came out ahead in that. I don't think he came out ahead in that trade. LeBlanc has still has a ton of corrupting pulse left, and she has a seal. So she's just fine. Alistar is roaming again. I don't know what this guy's up to. Oh, he's coming back mid. He wants this guy. He rushed Mobies. He's so fast. Oh, he's getting pinched. He's getting pinched. Rengar's here. Oh, Craps. Oh, no. Oh, Craps goes down again. L9 Craps is not doing so hot this game. He is now 100% of his team's death. But other than that, everyone on his team is doing pretty well. So Alistar is just now laning mid, because I guess he just gave up on the Kai'Sa. In fact, the Kai'Sa is actually being pummeled a bit. She died and she's about 9 CS behind despite her waves building up, which means she's actually way more than 10 CS behind. It's about 10 CS plus 1 wave, so that would be almost like 15, 16, 20 maybe even. Yeah, now she's being pushed off this tower. Draven has a Lulu with her, and Kai'Sa has several minions, but Renekton has an Alistar who has rushed Mobies and really wants to show it off to just about everyone in this game. He's even going to come into the jungle now, but he's going to run into a Karthus. Oh, but he doesn't care. He's going to go for a dive, but Renekton kills her before he could do anything else. So that would be Woi's dropping a kill to Renekton. Renekton didn't even have to ult to pick that one up. That was not very clean of him. But Karthus gets found, and he's dead. He's level 6, but ulting here will just be ulting here will be ill-advised, even if he hits a Q. Because then Renekton could just pop ult and stay alive. Caps gives up on this game. He gets pounced on by Rengar. Rengar takes the kill, not even letting Alistar come in for an assist or something. Like maybe even 1 tick or trample damage. He just grabs I believe it was a solo kill. Oh no, maybe LeBlanc got credit. LeBlanc did pick up the Dark Seal, so she's up to 3 stacks now. So eventually, she might be a terrifying threat. Eventually. Kyle here, pink the brush. Oh, but Requiem's coming down. Who's he sniping? Probably the Alistar, but he's already dead to Draven. Draven does pick up the kill. He cashed in. How much gold is he at? Oh my god. He is holding on to more gold than the Kai'Sa has this whole game, and he's gonna dive again. He wants more, and he gets it. He's holding on to 1900, and the Kai'Sa's net worth is 300 of that. 300 less than that. So he's just balling in this lane. Like this lane is over. And Aurelia picks up solo kill against Renekton. So every lane is just getting demolished, except for Craps, who's playing like Craps against LeBlanc. LeBlanc is 6. He's not 6, and he's also like losing CS by about half. How did that happen? I don't even know. But basically LeBlanc is just styling on him. So now red team just needs to win through mid, because bot lane is a lost cause. And top lane is not looking so hot, honestly. It's certainly up to Alistar coming in through the outer turret and mid. He doesn't care. He actually did give up his bot lane like 2 minutes into this game. He saw Kai'Sa get chunked out by 3 axes and be like, oh, well, I guess Draven wins the lane. Time to just roam forever. And Caps has respawned again to run it back in. He's already 0-4. He's died once every 2 minutes. That's pretty impressive, honestly. Meanwhile, bot side, we have Kai'Sa still trying to hold her own. She did build up a pretty significant wave, but unfortunately, this doesn't add up to tower damage. It just adds up to more stacks for Draven. Just because of the lack of another body in her lane and the fact that she's so behind. She can't push effectively. Pushing at all is just ill-advised. But here, Alistar feeling confident. 3 levels behind. He thinks he can take on Karthus. And Karthus says no. As he should. He's 3 levels ahead. But that was still a pretty close fight. I believe the Cal did get a bit cocky. And the other thing I didn't even notice, he has freaking Frostfang. Because he wants to go in. He doesn't need Relic Shield. He doesn't. There's no need to buy Relic Shield if you never have to feed or carry a CS when you just roam all the time. You go for the Frostfang Mobius rush. And that's truly terrifying, basically. You don't give a crap, you just dive someone through their outer turret. And down here, oh, he does get his revenge. He respawned with Mobies, ran it down just in time to snipe out those super low Karthus. So now this dragon is in danger, but this Alistar is getting closed down. Oh, he headbutts him away. A Renekton disconnects from the game because he's had enough of it. I don't know why, honestly. His lane is not too much of a lost cause. I mean, just look at bot, that's way worse. But Rengar comes in, Alex starts zoning away everybody. Nobody wants to fight him. This team is too scary. And they all run away. Yasuo tries to pop the plant. He just saves Rengar and kills himself in the meantime. So now Rengar is in the prime position to pounce on Draven. Oh, but Bobby couldn't recall. Oh, she leaves Draven to himself, and he dies. Oh, he drops. He didn't drop that many stacks, I don't think. He just recently got the kill, so he did cash in. Yeah, he's at 5.2. He's at 5.2k. He's still super rich. He's 1,000 above Rengar, who's the richest player on their team. He's still definitely in the position to snowball. He picked out a 10-minute Bloodthirster. That's pretty good. Meanwhile, Kai'Sa is still trying to scavenge. She wasn't in that fight at all, just because she didn't know what to do with herself. She's still really, really far behind, honestly. She has 2.5k gold. Basically, like, she's less than a Bloodthirster, and Draven's already holding on to one. She's going for the tier build. She's going for the Muramana build, which does take more time to scale up. But it is a cheaper alternative to the classic Stormrazor Rageblade. Although with that build, you kind of do need to kind of tough it out for a bit, because right now it's a pickaxe in the tier. You're not beating Draven. Draven even has boost on you, so that's like plus 45 movement speed. He can run this girl down. She can't stay in this lane. Not if Lulu is continuously sticking to Draven. There's no way in hell she can do this. I'm actually surprised she's keeping up in levels. She's absorbing the EXP pretty nicely, I suppose. Level 7 against level 7, but despite their scores in CS9, you wouldn't even think that was the case. Craps dies again, so that will be his 6th death. His DPM, death per minute, is officially higher than 2, because it's not 12 minutes yet, and he's died 6 times. And these 3 guys are just gonna take this tower. And honestly, if Renekton hasn't disconnected, he's now totally AFK. If he hasn't disconnected, this might be a win for the red team. Like, despite them now playing in a 4v5, they took first tower, and the Wang just picked up Kyle. Meanwhile, boss side, Alistar comes in. He's hungry. He's hungry. He wants it. He really wants it. LeBlanc gets Karthus. Kai'Sa walks out, which is a horrible, horrible idea, and she just gets dropped, and that's a double kill. Alistar is 3 and 6. He's inting just as much as Craps, except he's actually doing something. And LeBlanc, they think they can take her. They think they can kill her. But no, Bobby gets chunked instantly. LeBlanc does take her out, but Draven picks up the return kill. Generally, not worth it for LeBlanc. She actually lost stacks on her. She lost stacks on her Dark Seal, which doesn't make that trade worth it. She picked up a support kill, but got shut down by a Draven, who is now really balling out of control. He could pretty much just run it down and kill whoever he wants, right? So now we have LeBlanc. Rengar picks up Caps again, so rip Craps. Well, you will be missed. Meanwhile, mid need to find where everyone's keys are. Alistar headbutts back the Irelia. Irelia did get a lane for herself. She is not Flame Horizoning the completely AFK player, but she's coming close. She picks up a double kill. Irelia is now fed. This is now a team with 2 distinct carry threats. Chaos Homeostasis has had enough. Apparently that last death really put her over the edge, and she can't take it anymore. So she also disconnects from the game, and unfortunately this game is now a 3v5. But LeBlanc makes for it right back up, picking up a kill on the support Lulu again. So both of the Lulu's deaths so far this game happen from the LeBlanc. And now a critical error has occurred, and the process must be terminated. Oh my god, Rito client. Oh my god, Rito client. Why would you do this to me? Oh my god. I mean, it's just fitting, isn't it? A train wreck game that I've been told to cast like this. has in fact crashed on me. But that's okay. We remember the time. Let's just hop right back into it. I cannot believe it. This game actually crashed on me. I guess they really didn't want us. They really didn't want me to see what was coming up. But I know, man. I really know. All right, let's turn off the timeline again. But first, let's go to 1348 when the game crashed. Now we're gonna turn off time controls and enable the scoreboard. A critical error has occurred and the process must be terminated. Okay, well, apparently this game is just not allowing me to watch up to that part, which is quite tragic. But that's okay. Let's see if we can skip a bit past that, alright? Maybe not 1348. 1348 seems to be a sour spot for this game. That part of the time is now... That part of the timeline is now lost to us forever. Let's skip forward to like maybe 14 minutes. Maybe? Okay. Will this work? Oh, perfect timing. We go back right in time to see Craps dying for the 8th time this game. He is now 0-8 with 50 CS. In fact, the Renekton, who has been AFK for approximately 10 minutes now, is more farmed than him. So Craps is really giving him his all. He's really trying this game. Dog walk, very low, takes down the Alistar, but he feels ballsy. With that little issue, he's going to go in. And LeBlanc's coming up from the side. And pops him instantly, grabs 1,000 gold off that kill. And there goes Draven, the big threat. He just got shut down for 1,000. That's all LeBlanc's money now. LeBlanc's was already scary. She was pretty much the only hope for... Pretty much the only hope for the red team. That and Rengar, actually. Rengar has silently been getting very fed. But I think he's only been getting very fed off of Mr. L9 Craps. So I don't think his kills are worth as much. LeBlanc just picked up 1,000 gold. She gets Luden's finish boost, Oblivion Warp, and a fully stacked seal. She's doing pretty fine for herself. She can pretty much pop people. Over 200 AP already. So now people watch out. She's established that she can pop Draven pretty quickly. Which means that even the super fed Draven isn't really safe because the way he's been playing doesn't really reflect the Draven who's been so ahead. Someone who's literally forced Renekton and Kai'Sa to quit. Kai'Sa just moved. But she did disconnect. Anyway, enough of the watching AFK people. Wangs dives to a tower dive, and Voice is in the place that he should never ever be. Why are you even here? This is a 3v5. Just play it like one. I think by this point they're catching on that this is a 3v5. It's just Alistar, Rengar, and LeBlanc trying their best to hold this game together. Alistar, in the meantime, is catching back up slowly, actually. He was feeding in the early game. He was 3-6-3, but now he's racking up the assists. He got Demon's Plate. He's still sitting on Frostfangs, or is that a tribute now? No, that's already an Eye of the Frost. So he's got Demons. He's building up to be a core Alistar as opposed to a support, because your support is now, your core carry is now gone. But meanwhile, we have Draven still thinking he can counter jungle, but under the enemy's noses, despite him now being very, very close in proximity to LeBlanc and Rengar. He gets spotted. They pinged him out. Alistar's coming in. Oh no. Just headbutt him. LeBlanc coming in to control him. She tries to get a pop. She misses both the stores. Are you kidding me? But Rengar jumps in. He takes this kill. And Craps gets it back. But he's sitting on top of Karsus' dead body. And Karsus just picks up the kill. So despite losing that 3-1, when did Craps die? Okay, Craps just died as collateral damage, because I guess like he's just, I don't know. Craps died as collateral damage. That was a 3-1, but now this is still a 2-on-2 fight. Although I don't think the top laner and support can actually take their enemy mid and support, because that Alistar is anything but a support. He is now balling out of control. He has a Raptor's cloak. He's turning it on this Draven. I thought Draven would be able to carry with that scoreline, but no. He's being controlled by a single Alistar and like 2 people. And his whole team of 4 can't get all those assassins off him. Which is quite tragic if you think about it. And honestly, they have all the tools to stop it. They have Lulu. Actually, that's the only thing. But Draven himself has stand aside. And he has yet to use it really, really well against anyone. Why is the Herald deployed? Okay, so Craps just feeds himself and the Herald. But but the Herald himself distracts them long enough for Voice to start backdooring. This is a very effective backdoor just by the fact that red team has 2 less players to stop this. They have no sort of impact to speak of, but Alistar had enough. His Moby's kicked in. He's coming in to fight. Irel's pondering, not Irel, LeBlanc's pondering on the outside. The Wang just drops to a Rengar burst. Oh, Void is really fed. He kills the Karthus, but now Irel has a run from LeBlanc. LeBlanc's fed. She's scary. She bought Magi's. She finished Morel. She bought Magi's. Dog Walk, picking up the Rengar because he uses all his cooldowns to burst the single Karthus. Voice walks out limping. A single Q from LeBlanc did like 400 damage. Oh my goodness. This is one scary LeBlanc. She's still going for it. She wants it. She doesn't have any summoner. She can't close the gap any more than this. She can mimic a Distort. Does she have it? She mimics the source and misses. Oh, Voice stuns her, but then she gets picked off by a single Q. But now Krabs wants it. Krabs coming in for the revenge. There's something going on top lane. I don't even care. It's just an Alistar. They don't have any players left. It's easy to track. Krabs gives up. And now Alistar is being cornered. Alistar. He can turn it on Draven if he wants, but he's not going to do it. He walks through a ward, so now they know exactly where he is. But blue team's going to give up on the cow. Because apparently in a 5v3, you're still terrified of a cow and a Rengar, knowing that LeBlanc is not there. But LeBlanc has now 18 stacks in her Magi's. She picked up a Raw. She's going for death cap. She's going for the one shot. 11 and 2. She's unstoppable. The Polymorph cow coming in hard. Was that the last press? I didn't feel anything. But Kyle picks up 2 before dropping himself. And now here comes LeBlanc. Draven's all alone. Why is Draven all alone? This is a 3v5, not a 3v3. Where are the other players? What are they doing? Okay, Karthus decides the blue buff's worth more, and Irelia just respawned. But Irelia wants blood. But this is not a player you should be fighting. This LeBlanc can now 1v7, because they are now missing 2 players. And the Wang just drops. Legendary LeBlanc. She doesn't even care. She's at full stacks. That's 25 stacks on her Magi's. How much is her AP? She has 413 AP. Oh my goodness. I just noticed that the chat box is getting in the way. Let's just move that away. Let's move that like up here. There we go. Never sleeping. She is certainly never sleeping this game. Also, the scoreboard is missing again. Let me just toggle that back on. So let's take a look at Krabs, who is now 0 and 11. He has yet to pick up his own kill, and he has 1 item completed to his name. He is so scared of LeBlanc that he built Merc Treads, as if that helps. As if that helps against the entire burst and the Alistar knockups. Alistar gets caught on the boss side, but no, that's not being caught. That's just Kyle picking up Lulu. I also can no longer tap to them with keyboard controls. What's going on? Red team double kill. I missed all of that because I was trying to get my keyboard to work. Actually, all of my keyboard shortcuts have just stopped working. I repeat. Oh no, this is a disaster. How did that happen? Oh, is it because my chat box is open? That is why. Does my keyboard controls work now? Okay, great. Now let's go back to see how Kyle picked up this kill. So Kyle, one of the 3 last hopes for red team, because the other 2 no longer exist in this game. He wants it. Youmuu's jumps in the brush, perfect time. Lulu self-ults. That's not going to get her out. Is it? Oh, she goes back in. She tries to go back in. She tries to reward the brush, but it didn't work out. Rengar pounced on him. Stand aside misses. Flash Paul hits absolutely nothing. Kyle pounces back in. And that's a double kill. He didn't even need all to kill the support, and he had it for Draven. And that's the entire bot lane gone. This is now a 3-on-3. Except 3-on-2 maybe, because Krabs is not doing anything. The Wang is probably their last hope. Maybe. The Karthus can be pretty scary for picking up really squishy but high damaging targets with the Requiem. If he gets fed enough, he can do this. Red team's just solo striking, because why wouldn't you? The trample solo kills. Oh my god. Alistar kills Karthus in the 1v2 before dropping to I believe Krabs. Krabs has reset his gold. He is once again worth 300 gold. Red team needs this, man. They're down 2 players. But the gold lead doesn't even show it. This looks like my normal games. This looks like a normal game. They're only down 5k. This is assailable, right? But except there's 3v5. They're all rich. They're all rich. Even the Alistar's rich. The Alistar is worth more than Caps. The Alistar is 7.5k gold. He bought Ohm-Wrecker. Okay, so maybe he's not that rich. He blew all his money on Ohm-Wrecker. Why? Oh, but here comes a fight at mid. Karsus is gonna channel the Requiem. I'm missing this whole fight. I'm terrible at this. I'm gonna go back. Alright, so blue team mounts on the fence. Great, excellent. Karsus is dead, but they still have 3 people pushing here, so this is fine, right? They're being joined by the really fed Draven. He's really fed still. He still has enough gold to certainly rival LeBlanc and Rengar. They can certainly still play through him by keeping all the assassins down. Here comes Alistar controlling 2. LeBlanc jumps in, almost kills the whole team by herself. Draven just gets eaten up by Rengar. Requiem comes down, does absolutely nothing. Like, that won't even kill Kyle. And now Deadman's Moby's. Moby's kicking in. Oh, they just gave up. Did they just say, screw this? They can Baron. Can they Baron? I don't think they can Baron. No, it's that HP. Oh, a critical error has occurred and the process must be terminated. This is the second crash in this replay. I've never had a replay crash this much. Maybe that's telling me that this game is a natural train wreck, but that's okay. We'll have attempts 3. So we ended the game at 22:56. And we just saw red team 3v5, but actually winning like every fight. Just because LeBlanc goes in and double distorts and almost kills the whole team by herself with just raw damage output. Honestly, that's pretty impressive. I like that. Let's go to 22. Well, it's established that actually crashes the game. So let's hop forward a bit more to 23:10. We missed an Alistar kill on Waze and the Wang. Well, we'll never know what happened to them. We'll just assume they got caught or something. But that's okay. The chat board is down here again, so I'll move back up so we can see some gold and stuff. So, back to this team, what's going on? Alistar, his Ohm-Wrecker is probably not ways to go just because the blue team is so bad. He can build anything and win. That's probably what he's thinking. Alistar pounces on mid. Lulu tries to catch up. Draven's all alone. Why is Draven all alone? Which team is really the team with less players? It looks like the blue team has less players. Why are they playing like this? Come on, Irelia. Irelia tries to get a kill on LeBlanc. Misses the E on some place that LeBlanc was never going to be at. Electrocute almost kills Irelia from full. Caps decides that he could probably take it. He stays behind, Wind Walls the Q as if that matters. And he just runs away. He thinks that was an excellent Wind Wall. We once again gets reminded that Kai'Sa has in fact left the game. And Irelia split pushing down bot lane. She can go for the inhib, but she's not healthy enough. She can die to a Rengar one shot. Is Rengar gonna do it? No, he doesn't have ulti. He's biding his time. Askar's interrupted. He headbutts back. The Wang's gonna chase him down. Blue team's pinging, missing a Baron. Why are you pinging, missing a Baron? They're obviously not there. Are they pinging on my way? Yeah, that's an on my way ping actually. Caps deciding that his best use this game is to be a walking wind wall, and wind wall's Baron for all of 4 seconds, and now they realize they have no backup strat. Their jungler just dies top lane because their carries were too busy trying to kill Baron with 2 completely squishy carries. Rengar ults, stand aside does work. He pounces on Caps, which is really questionable target selection. Doesn't even matter. LeBlanc comes in and cleans up. But all this time, blue team finally abusing their numbers advantage for the first time in 25 minutes. And Irelia pushes down bot inhib. As blue team loses a 1v2 followed by a 3v2 and drops 3 players. LeBlanc eating ult to the face, but doesn't even matter. She's fighting way too close to her fountain, and this just happens. So now the gold lead is still approximately 4.5k behind. But at this stage in the game, red team is actually holding even with that gold lead. LeBlanc picked up a second rod after finishing Death Cap. She's going for Spellbinder. That is her last item. Which means this is a LeBlanc with no Banshees, no Zhonya's, nothing to actually protect her with. So if the Wang gets fed enough, if he stacks up enough AP to maybe even contest LeBlanc, just die in her face, have the file take some damage, and then Requiem, he can kill LeBlanc. He might be the only thing left in this game that can kill LeBlanc. But meanwhile, Krabs and Dogwalk deciding they can take on Rengar. Rengar trying to clear the ward. He thinks they got it. They don't got it. Alistar flashes over the wall. Oh, the two carries just drops. Lulu dies to collateral damage. They ping missing on her corpse because what's the Lulu thinking? Obviously. The Wang decides that he's had enough of this. He gets the hell out of there. Blue team pings missing on him. Probably asking, what are you doing? Oh, that wasn't even recall. That was Requiem. Requiem down. Never sleeping. Oh, playing was fire. But Requiem was just used to kill Rengar. Probably not the guy you want to be killing with that. You really should use that on LeBlanc. This LeBlanc is keeping the entire red team in this game. After Kyle and Gibson, of all people, picks up the critical targets, it's up to LeBlanc to clean house. But this Alistar, he's so scary. He has Deadmans. He's working on Warmogs. He just finishes his Warmogs armor. Which I question, because that passive's never going to kick in. Headbutt Pop, KS is excellent, as always. Alistar is getting really rich, actually. 10.7k gold. You wouldn't know he was a support. You would have seen that was like a solo lane Alistar or something. They're basically playing with three solo lanes and no useless support. Because that's apparently what the Kai'Sa is. She's been relegated to a useless support. She never got to finish that tier. She disconnected because she was crying too much, but not enough to fill up the tier. Distort just kills Lulu from full. This LeBlanc is way too fed. 830 AP. That Mimic Distortion, I don't even know how much that dealt. That dealt, oh yeah, easily. Over 1,000 damage, and that's a dead Lulu. With Spellbinder popped, honestly, that was even more. She activated Spellbinder, distorted W, and that was that. Lulu just dies from foe, like you can't stop that. Kyle decides that he's strong enough to kill Kyle Drake. In fact, red team has way better objective control somehow, despite their circumstance. And the Wang believes he can take down Kyle, a foolish decision. And he's gonna Requiem with absolutely no one that he can kill. A totally tilted move, blowing the most important ultimate in the whole game on some completely healthy targets. That's not going to work out. No one on the red team has died in quite a long time. The kills are now 29 to 49. The gold lead is closing. And stupid Yasuo just getting bonked. Alistar just tramples him over. Everyone else thinks she can take it. Nope. She eats a pulverize to the face. That's enough for LeBlanc to kill her. Blue team just getting picked off left and right. This is an ace for red team. Let me reiterate, this is an ace for red team. They just killed all the people all over the map. In fact, these 5 people died in completely separate locations on the map. These guys are just way too good for their elo. They want this win. They want to prove to that Kai'Sa, who was probably crying, and that the Renekton was probably crying, that they were the heavy ones. And so far it seems like they were right. If only like those guys existed, they probably even sell those 2 guys on the fountain right now to buy some extra cannon minions. That would probably give them a better chance of winning. They were just talking to the shopkeeper, wondering if they can just buy these AFK people and just give them more gold even. Anything to further their advantage. In fact, they now have the gold lead. But now we have to actually subtract the amount of gold that Kai'Sa and Renekton have earned. So even subtracting that, they're still down by 10k. It doesn't seem like they're down by 10k. They have now the team gold lead. 2 of their members haven't been earning money for the better part of 25 minutes. But it doesn't even matter. Blue team has no idea what to do. They're feeling like they might lose this 3v5. They're probably yelling at each other. In fact, they don't know how to win. You want to know how to win? See, blue team just needs to stop pretending that they have 4 monkeys on their team. Each of them needs to stop believing that the other 4 players on their team are complete monkeys incapable of basic thought, and just group up for once in their life and not do this. Karsus and Draven drops. Krabs dies for the 16th time this game. And just the Lulu left. But Voice, the only other player still with some semblance of sanity, going for top in him. She wants it. She wants it. She doesn't want to lose a 3v5. She's probably already threatened to uninstall if she loses this game. But she can't beat a Rengar. This Rengar is too fast. But can she? Oh, Irel Q is broken. That healing gave her just the edge to eke it out. But Alistar, he wants it. The trample damage. He needs a Triforce or something. just to get even more damage on the board. But he can't tell Irel. Irel's healing too much. But that doesn't even matter. Blue team's turret has been destroyed. A phrase I thought I never hear. Voice actually gets solo killed by the Alistar. I'm pretty sure minions did more of the heavy lifting than anything else. Irel probably didn't kill anything. In fact, I want to see how Irel actually died. I don't think she could have died to that. Oh, I see. The tower actually kills her. And the Baron minions takes it over there. Alistar headbutts her into the tower. That makes a lot of sense. And now we just have Craps thinking he can take on LeBlanc. Actually survives her burst. That's encouraging. Except for someone who commits to Merc Treads, he's still committing to thinking he can carry. He's working on Eye-Edge. He shouldn't be working on Eye-Edge. He's not going to even finish it before this game ends. Just buy something else. Buy like a Hexdrinker or something. We have a split pushing Alistar. Top lane. He has a Baron buff. But he's going to recall. He's going to leave that lane to not so push. He's still beating against supers. That's not going to push. He needs to go back and finish what he started. He went back and picked up Frozen Mallet. This is now a full build Alistar. In fact, everyone on the red team except the Rengar is now full build. They don't need anything else. They're set. They can win this game. If red team groups better than blue team, and so far they have grouped better than blue team, they can actually win. And once again, the critical error has occurred. The process must be terminated. We're drawing close to the end of the game. But apparently Riot doesn't want me to see it. They think that I lost enough brain cells already. They think watching blue team get rolled one after one after one. It's just... I mean, if blue team pulls it together, right, and just for a brief moment, pretend like they don't want their own teammates to die horribly in a car fire, and just like try to work together, maybe they have what it takes to finish it. Alright, we are now at 32-57. Can blue team find it? Can they say, hey guys, we have 2 more brains than they do, although now I highly doubt it. But we technically have 2 more brains than they do. So maybe if we pull it together, we can do this. Maybe this is possible. Maybe we can still believe. If we just group up, and if we just siege together, if we just have one person split push, they have to have someone deal with it, and maybe the rest of us can 4v2, maybe we can do this, maybe we can actually kill them, maybe we actually win this game, then maybe right now we probably no longer deserve to win. But why would we be the judge of that? So now at 33:08, the game crashed again, so we'll skip to 33:13. Alistar trampling all over him. Omewrecker on outer turret. He now has more time to play with just the Karthus. In fact, he's just toying with his food. He's not even taking damage. Meanwhile, on boss side, Draven with the GA getting bold. Probably way too bold for himself. He's now totally alone. Rengar wants him. Rengar pounces him. But that opens up the room for Voids and Lulu to walk into the enemy team. They are now inside. They're not in the base. They're taking it apart. They want to end this game. Can they end this game? They probably can. The backup's coming. Lulu's gonna instantly die. This is now 1v3. Redemption drops. Irel runs away from the circle. Tries to dash back in, but she uses her Q. She has nothing left, and she drops. That's it. That's blue team's hopes and dreams dashed. The only one left is Mr. Krabs. Can he be the unlikely hero? He's probably not gonna be the unlikely hero. They pinged assist on the dragon. In fact, Elder Dragon hasn't even spawned yet. He walks through a pink. They know he's coming. Rengar wants his free kill. He's gonna walk through the ward. He doesn't care. Windwall won't save him from anything. Unless you can Windwall Rengar and delete him from the game. I wish Yasuo wishes that was the case. This is it. The game's coming to a more and more of a standstill. In theory, when everybody is full build, red team doesn't stand a chance. Red team doesn't stand a chance. They're down 2 players. If it's 30 items versus 18, they can't do anything. But they're not getting to 18 items. This game is being stalled out by a single Alistar who just refuses to die. LeBlanc split pushing top. Nothing is going to happen to this Alistar. He takes no damage from Requiem. Rengar tries to pounce on Draven. Draven's Buster so tanks us through. LeBlanc burst, kills Draven from foe, but he does take down Rengar. It's just LeBlanc. Iron says she's had enough. She's TPing in. Lulu wants to TP in too. She sends the beacon, but that's a recall. It's just Irel trying to kill a tower. Any tower would be good. She backs off, despite there still being a super. Finish the tower. Why would you not finish the tower? She whiffs the ult. She's not finishing the tower. She's not finishing the tower. Oh, that tower is so low. Just 2 more hits on it. Stop trying to kill LeBlanc. Don't tower dive for her. You're never gonna get that kill. And this tower survives. And the game crashes again. The more we get to the end, the more unstable this game becomes. As well, along with the mental state, I believe Mr. All Night Crabs. Maybe the replay system was built with his brain. It just breaks down as the game goes more and more. Maybe no. They all have broken brains. No one knows what to do. Let's skip to 36 minutes entirely. The timeline, which I've tried so hard to hide, it's just not working because this game keeps crashing. We're very close to the end. I want to see how it ends. We need an answer to how this game ends. Waze has just died. Attempt to fail. The backdoor attempt just blew up in her face. She didn't even finish the tower. She decided to die doing absolutely nothing as opposed to dying for the tower. Why would dying for the tower be even bad in this situation? You will still have 4 other players. But at this point, she doesn't even trust that those 4 are players. She thinks they're trained Babu monkeys, only to hit random keys on the keyboard. But is this a Baron's throw? Requiem doesn't even need to pick up anything. Krabs gets a second kill. I don't even know when that happened. He wants it. He's hyped. He's getting antsy. He uses his stopwatch. Ignite's taking on Rengar. Can he do it? Oh, Draven tosses an axe at him from across the wall. Why are you still doing Baron? It's just an Alistar. He can't stop it. Are you gonna give them time to respawn? You cannot give them time to respawn. That's just more opportunities to throw. Go end the game now. You don't have time to kill Baron. Their only 2 damage dealers are dead. This guy is just a walking hunk of beef. It's beef, but he won't kill you. Except he is killing him. Oh no. The beef has given Yasuo indigestion, and Yasuo just drops 18th time of this game. Now this is now a 3-on-2. LeBlanc is coming up, but that's it. That's inhib number 2 now, and on top lane, that inhib is no longer long for this world. That's all 3 inhibs. They can't hold this for much longer. The numbers advantage finally coming through at the end. LeBlanc's not giving up. That tower finally dies. Irel's life's work is complete. She's been trying to kill that tower for the past 27 minutes, and they finally get it. Wade's diving way too deep, probably for the last time. The final tower drops. There's nothing left to protect the red team. This is it. This has to be the end. Requiem coming down. The damage kills LeBlanc. As prophesized, the Wang accomplishes the prophecy foretold to him from beyond the grave. And the Requiem takes up the kill. Alistar has to run. Rengar can't do it. And minions basically win this game. Waze leaves the game along with his brain and probably the client from his hard drive. He's probably never going to play a game after this. I'm going to OPGG all these guys. Probably one of them must have uninstalled after this, even though they won. Mr. Crafts, maybe. He straight up got carried. That's GG, easy mid. Better mid wins. Like, there's nothing much else to say. LeBlanc went down fighting. 5 stacks left on her Magi's. She could even sold that for Zhonya's, but she's too stubborn. She still thinks she can do it. But by the end, there were just way too many minions. A Baron buff locks out this game, even though the journey to get there was probably way longer than they bargained for. Oh boy.